Welcome.
Step into the future, the time is now. Dream big, stand tall, we'll show you how. It's your story, your destiny. So will
I am
align,
live
we
on
live
TikTok,
differently.
Facebook, YouTube, and
In a world
LinkedIn.
where the hustle never
Follow me
ends,
at Suil
we
Online,
chose a
guys.
path where family blends. Freedom
Hey
to grow,
everyone,
to
happy
lead today.
Saturday.
Building brighter tomorrows
Welcome
today.
back to another live
So we
session.
rise, we shine, we make it our own. Creating success from seeds we've sown. Together we
Comment
fly,
where you're watching
chasing
from, guys, and be sure to
destiny.
share the
So
live.
we'll align, we live differently. Balance and purpose, it's all in your
It's
hands.
about
You're shaping a
discipline
life that
versus
truly
motivation.
understands. From
What
passion to
really
power,
drives
we
success?
light the spark. Building dreams where there once was dark.
All right, let's do
This is
it.
the moment, the future is clear. A digital life that brings joy near.
Amazing. Thanks for joining me on the live on TikTok, guys.
So will online is here to stay. We rise, we shine, we make it our own. Creating success.
Let's rise, let's shine.
Together we thrive, chasing destiny. So will online, we live differently.
Let's live differently at Suil Online. All right, guys. So welcome back to another live session. It's Saturday, and if you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Suzette Williams, and I help people step into financial freedom through digital entrepreneurship. So before we dive in, I want to take a moment to say a huge thank you for all the love and the support on my ebook, 90 Days of Motivation Quotes to Inspire Action. The feedback so far has been incredible, and I appreciate every review. I appreciate every message. And if you haven't grabbed your copy yet, it's available now on Amazon. I posted the links previously, so just back up on my page a little bit and you should find it. So, as usual, live on all platforms: TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Let's talk. Let's talk about something real today, and that's discipline versus motivation. What really drives success? So, many people say, I need motivation in order to get started with my business. Or if they already have a business, they might say something like, oh, I'll get back on track when I feel motivated. But let's be honest, right? Motivation is unreliable. Motivation is unreliable. Why do I say that? Can anyone drop it in the comments? Why do you think I would make that statement and say motivation is unreliable? Drop it in the comments. And if you catch the replay, drop it in the comments as well. Why do you think I would say that motivation is unreliable? All right, so I'm saying, Energy Divine, thanks for joining. Motivation is unreliable because motivation is something that comes and goes. What really moves the needle in a business and in life is actually discipline. So let's dive in. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you, Energy Divine. So, why is it that us simply being motivated isn't enough to drive our success? What I want to get across is the fact that motivation is temporary, but discipline is what keeps you going. So motivation is great. It feels exciting. It gets us all pumped up. We feel that spark, and we get started. But what happens when that fades? What happens when you don't feel like showing up? What happens when you're not at your best, like you fall ill, or something happens within your family unit that requires some of your attention? So here's the truth. Motivation is actually an emotion. Sorry, guys, on TikTok. Let me get rid of that call. So motivation is an emotion, and emotions change. You won't always feel like working on your goals. You won't always feel excited about your business. You won't always feel inspired to take action. And that's okay, because success isn't built on feelings. It's built on consistency. It's built on habits, and of course, discipline. Drop a 100 in the chat if you agree. So if you agree with what I just said, drop 100 in the chat. Success is not built on feelings. It's built on consistency, habits, and discipline. Drop 100 in the chat. If you catch the replay, leave me 100, okay, guys? So how exactly does discipline create long-term success? Let's think about the most successful people in business, in sports, or in any field for that matter. Do you think that they feel motivated every single day? No. But what sets them apart is discipline. Just this week, one of the days during the week, my son, I'm just going to use him as an example. He got up in the morning and he says to me, I don't feel well. And I'm asking, well, are you sick? Do you have a headache? Do you have a tummy ache? What's going on? And he says, no, I'm not sick. I just don't feel well. He didn't have that energy that he would normally have on a day, like let's say they had a field trip. Just the day previously, they were going on a field trip. He was up and hopping around, bouncy, right? So I said to him what I'm saying to you guys right now, that when you have that feeling, you can't lay back and not take action, right? You have to have that discipline now to push through these feelings. And 9 times out of 10, when we do that, we feel a lot better after, because we always feel good when we achieve something. The key message here is that discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. So you might not feel like it, but you do it anyway. That's what discipline is. So discipline is showing up even when it's hard. Discipline is taking action even when you're tired. Discipline is making success a habit and not a feeling, guys. So here's a quick exercise for you. I want you to take a second, just 1 second. Think about one area where you rely too much on motivation. Maybe it's your business, maybe it's fitness to get your exercise in, maybe it's personal growth, right? What would change if you focused on discipline instead? And I'm going to use myself as an example here. I have this book that I've been reading. And I've said it before that reading is not something I'm always excited to do. But because of discipline, I am reading this book, because there's no day where I wake up and I go like, oh my God, I get to read this book today. You know, like I get to read it. I get to read it. I am never excited about reading, but I do it anyway. All right. So that's my own personal example right there. So just a quick exercise. Think about an area where you really rely too much on motivation and you know, think about what would really change if you were to focus on discipline instead. What if you did what needs to be done when you don't feel like it? Drop your answers in the chat. Comment, send me a message. I'm going to drop my connection here as usual on TikTok for you. Send me a message. I want to hear from you. And guys, if you catch the replay, please leave your comment as well. So that being said, let's talk about a few ways. You know, I love three. I love the power of three. So let's talk about 3 ways to build discipline and to stay consistent. If you want to make real progress, you need a system. And I think these 3 simple ways to build discipline in your life and your business is going to help you with that. So if you need to write this down, grab your pen and your paper and let's do this. And the idea I want to get here, and you'll tell me at the end of it if you understand this, is that small daily habits can create big results. So 1, create a non-negotiable routine. I want you to decide on what actions you must take daily, no matter how you feel. So for an example, showing up for your business, creating that content that you're supposed to create, responding to your comments, responding to emails, engaging with your audience. So that's the first step right there. Creating a non-negotiable routine. Thank you for joining the live mapping. Secondly, I want you to focus on small wins. So discipline it's not about making a huge overnight change. It's really about building small, consistent habits. And these habits will add up over time. Small daily habits create big results. All right, so first, you're going to get a routine. Make sure it's non-negotiable. No matter what, you're going to do this routine on a daily basis. Secondly, you're going to focus on small wins. Be consistent. And thirdly, let's talk about accountability. Find accountability. There must be some way for you to hold yourself accountable. When you're tired or you're discouraged, you need to have someone in your corner. Have someone that you can check in with. Having that person can make all the difference. And if you think that's the main thing that you need right now to succeed, show your hands in the comments. Drop something in the chat. Who here needs accountability? Put your hands up. Put that hand up emoji. Put your hands up. Accountability can really take you a long way. Chances are, you know, when you say something to yourself, this is something that I learned a while back. Like, I can say that I'm going to read this book, but if I just say it to myself, who is ever going to know if I don't read the book? But when I come here publicly, and I say to you guys, I am reading this book this month. I'm going to finish it by the end of the month. Then you guys can hold me accountable. And I'm more likely to read the book because I want to come back to you guys and say, hey, I succeeded in completing my book. So that's what accountability does for you. So those are 3 ways that you can actually build discipline and for you to stay consistent, right? I'll just repeat them. So you want a non-negotiable routine, you want to focus on your small wins, and you want to find accountability. So which one of them do you think you need to work on most? Drop it in the comments for me, guys. If you're catching the replay, let me know in the comments which one you need to work on most. Is it your accountability? Is it finding that routine so that you can be consistent? Or is it focusing on the small wins, on building these small, consistent habits over time? Which do you need to work on? Thank you for joining, A. I appreciate you. Guys, thanks for sticking with me on this live today. It's a bit longer than my usual lives, but that's okay. I think we're running at 150% now. All right, so with that said, you don't need more motivation, okay? You need more discipline. You need more discipline. Now, I created the book, 90 Days of Motivation to Inspire Action. And that's where the action comes in. Because you can buy my book, but if when you read the book, you don't take the actions that I have outlined in the book, and you're not disciplined enough to take those actions, my book is not going to help you. So when you purchase my book, I need you to already be focused on improving your discipline. I want to leave you with this. Success isn't about feeling motivated every day. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Remember that. So if you've been waiting for motivation to hit before you take action, stop waiting. Stop waiting. Instead, build the discipline to take action no matter what. And remember, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? I've said this before. So again, before I go, a quick reminder, my ebook, it's called 90 Days of Motivation Quotes to Inspire Action. It's live on Amazon. If you are ready to stay inspired and to take daily action towards your goals, grab your copy today. Now, if today's message resonated with you, if it spoke to you, drop a fire in the chat. I want to see lots of fire, guys. Fire everywhere. And remember to follow me on all my platforms for more inspirations. If you're here on TikTok, you know what to do. But follow me at Sue Will Online. Suzette Williams is the name, LinkedIn. Follow me so that we can stay connected. I'm going to see everyone in the next live. Until then, keep pushing forward and let's keep encouraging and supporting. Hey, hi. It's who we can be. Breaking the mold. Guys, you can message me directly here on TikTok. Yeah. I'm gonna pin it again. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, guys, with Beyond Borders. Get ready. It's gonna be on at 5 p.m. EST. myself,
Sue will
Vanessa, and Alma.
online. We
We
live
have an amazing
differently.
guest for you
Yes,
guys
Sue
tomorrow at
will
5. See
online.
you
We're
on
dreams
Beyond Borders.
complete. Sue will online. We live
We live
differently.
differently. Bye, guys.